An update tonight on a former Summit County deputy charged with stealing thousands of dollars in overtime from the sheriff's office. We're now learning this wasn't the first time he was arrested for theft. 19 investigator Mike Mason has more on this one.
After digging into Marcelo Thomas's background, we found he's been arrested for theft twice before. So we wanted to know how he got hired as a deputy in the first place. In September of 2021, the Summit County Sheriff's Office hired Marcelo Thomas to work as a deputy at the jail. This past July, records show Thomas was secretly indicted for stealing thousands of dollars from SCSO in overtime hours that they say he didn't work. According to the report, Thomas stole over 380 hours of overtime between December 2023 and May of 2024. That totals more than $21,000. So we looked into Thomas's background and found he was arrested for similar charges in the past. In July of 2013, reports show while working at North Coast Auto in Bedford, Marcelo was observed on video camera picking up his manager's iPhone, then placing it in his left front pocket. That phone was later tracked to Thomas's home. The report states his manager called him up asking him to return the phone, but when days passed with no reply, the manager pressed charges. Records show Thomas pled no contest to a reduced charge of disorderly conduct. The next year, records show Thomas was once again charged with theft, this time for stealing an estimated $800 from Sprint Wireless in Independence. Thomas pled no contest to a reduced charge of unauthorized use of property. In 2014, Thomas was ordered to complete a shoplifting course and pay back the $800. He was also placed on probation. But in 2017, records show he violated that probation and was sentenced to 10 days in jail. We asked the Summit County Sheriff's Office if they did a background check on Thomas prior to hiring him, but they haven't responded. We did speak with Thomas, but he didn't want to comment on this case. He now faces 12 felony counts for theft in office, attempted theft, and tampering with records. Thomas pled not guilty to the charges. His second pretrial hearing is scheduled for next Tuesday. Mike Mason, 19 News.